Let's get into some steel toe, baby.
Yeah.
Because this guy, sadly, I had to come back and I said, I want to talk about all the stuff that happened with Aaron since the last time we talked about him. Because he had to go to court. The Fox affiliate in Minnesota covered him where they had a great line. Did you see this, Craig?
I did not.
They had an amazing line in there where it was a typical local news broadcast, and they say, "This shock jock is used to going right up to the line, but lately it seems he's been crossing it."
Oh no, he's gonna love that.
It keeps it on the air another year, that fucking commercial. God damn them.
You understand how much he just came from that?
I know. He thinks he's the bad boy of Minnesota now.
I knew I was the Frozen Stern. Frozen Stern, that's what we should call.
But I said, enough people have covered that. I'm sure it's been a week, whatever. I said, let's just check in to Steel Toe yesterday and see what he's up to now that it probably wouldn't be wise. Although I did hear that cocksucker whose name I won't mention, my former co-host of WATS. I heard him mention Aaron came back the next day and again was talking about his fucking court appearance like an idiot. So I said, what is this guy going to do? Like, is he going to keep talking about his personal life? And it seems like maybe he's trying to pivot away from that a little bit. And if that's his plan, it's going to be rough for him because it seems like he's got absolutely nothing to talk about without that. So let's start talking steel toe. And don't worry, if you're wondering, are we going to get to the goal? Don't worry. We're getting there.
We always get there. So he starts with Young Turks.
Oh, so this is big for Aaron. What's her name? Anna Kasparian or whatever the fuck. He'll mention it.
Yep.
I'm sure Craig's a fan of hers, right?
Sure.
So I get it. Aaron does something very interesting where he doesn't play clips. Someone will mention him and he's like, oh, I hear so-and-so talked about me. He doesn't play the clip, which I find very telling. So I guess Anna Kasparian, it crossed her desk, the whole Steel Toe, Aaron, April, Nick Rekieta drama.
For real? Like they're covering it?
They're not covering. She mentioned it on a podcast she was on. I don't think the Young Turks, a different podcast.
Oh, okay. I was like, come on now.
So she mentioned it. It seems like with the same tone that we all have. Like, can you believe this fucking guy? And what a douchebag he is. And how horribly he's handling all of this. And so this is how Aaron spins it into yet another win for the toe.
There he is. We have, it's going to be a very good one today. Plenty to discuss, plenty to talk about, plenty of things to feel about. We'll make you have feelings today. If you don't want to have feelings, I apologize. Welcome to new Steel Toe fan Anna Kasparian of the Young Turks. That was fucking
See, he's doing this
wild.
thing where it's like, if you pay attention to me or you know who I am, you're a fan. And he thinks that's like tricking people into being like, oh, wow, Anna Kasparian knows who you are. Nice.
Find out about. I'm reading the old Kiwi Farms yesterday, and I find out that Anna Kasparian was on a podcast this weekend or last week sometime, and she was just quoting and ripping off like all the drama, all the stuff that's been going on the last however many months, and
yeah, you're a freak show. You are a freak show for people to point and laugh at. You have made your life into a spectacle. That's what you've done. And now you're bragging about it. You're a father. You're a man who claims like, he's taking his personal life seriously. And yet you're celebrating when people are like, can you believe this loser? And by the way, for a guy who says, he's blind to all the haters, like, oh, these guys, these haters, man, I don't even see what they're saying. Very interesting for a guy like that to be on Kiwi Farms. What do you think he's doing on there? You think he's looking up random names, or is he searching for Aaron Imholte?
The joy in his face saying this is the most annoying thing in the world.
He's so happy. And it doesn't matter what they're saying. Like no press is bad press in Aaron Imholte's mind. All press is good press. Because if Anna Kasparian thinks you're a loser, then that's really cool.
Yeah, this reminds me of Billy the Kid seeing a wanted poster of himself back in the 1800s. He's like, look at me. They want to shoot me. I'm famous.
She called it her guilty pleasure. So welcome to Anna Kasparian of the Young Turks, who, by the way,
You want to go to
well,
a coke
she
den,
mentioned
girl?
yours.
Mhm.
Hey, Aaron, can I
Yeah,
tell
yeah.
you? I have to believe, whatever you think of Anna Kasparian, she's not the loser that I am that's combing through your 4-hour show. She's going to Doom or My Lost Interest or Stalin 19 or Our Friend Real Media Player. She's going to one of those and watching the clips. She's not watching 4.5 hours unless they don't hit the goal. She's not watching all 4.5 hours of Steel Toe, believe me.
Anna, your thoughts on hot tubs?
Yeah, she sure did. Not in the best light, but I mean, she didn't like shit on us or anything.
No. Who, Aaron? How could they? How could they shit on you, Aaron? Everything you've done is so cool.
It's fucking sick, dude.
Just mentioned some unfortunate things that had occurred, but she's more like.
Well, hold on, let me rattle off a few of those, if you wouldn't mind. Aaron walked into another couple's house with his wife and walked out without her. Aaron brought his kids to a drug den and did coke, Molly, and whatever else he said, and now does victory laps when people get arrested for doing the same thing. Aaron got arrested for revenge porn right after mocking his ex-wife for getting arrested for drugs a week earlier. Are these the type of things? Aaron allegedly had an incident with his wife, a physical altercation that led to the order of protection that's been placed on him. Are these the little things that Aaron noticed? Say what you want about Stuttering John, but it's not like a faux pas that you made on the air. It's not snot flying out of your nose. It means you're actually like a bad guy. And I think John's a bad guy too. But my point is, like, Aaron's had a horrible year. And yet he does this thing where he's like, she mentioned a few minor things that the haters like to point out, like all the crimes I've committed and how I'm a fucking simp on the internet for people to laugh at.
I hosted a Klan rally. It was great.
Oh, that too. I forgot about that one, Casey. Yes.
No offense, Greg.
She's talking about kiwi farms, and she's talking about if she loves following all this. Like, I didn't have Anna Kasparian on the bingo card this year.
Oh.
Wow. By the way, I hate people that talk like that too, that talk in internet speak.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure I've done it in some form accidentally, and if I have, shame on me. But I hate people that, like, there's a blueprint of the way you talk on the internet. Like, this was not on my bingo card this year. So just have your own thoughts. Talk the way you would talk, not the way Twitter talks.
I'm going to use that before the end of the show.
Good. I hope you do.
Next one's called Worthless Personal Chat.
Oh, so, Aaron's show is built on, like, his personal life, I guess. And if he's not allowed to get into, like, the real gossip, then I guess this is what he's going to do. And if so, it's pretty rough.
I got to stop looking at the screen. I'm starting to, like, I'm not liking it. I'm starting to see Beaker a little bit. And I don't want any Beaker jokes, but like I'm looking Beakerish today. Do you like my new shirt? My boys in the
shirt looks interesting.
You like it? My boys in the hood shirt?
Yeah.
I got it at a garage sale this week.
Hold on. Poor Johnny Crutches can't even muster a response. What would you say to that? Do you like my shirt? He's like,
I can't walk, is what I'd
He's
say.
like, come on, brain. Come up with something. And he just blurts out, yeah. It's just a grunt. It's not even a response.
It's literally the gayest Boys in the Hood shirt I've ever seen.
No, it's really cool. And you know that because Aaron's a cool radio guy. He's one of the 3 best in the world ever.
That's true. I did forget that.
Yeah.
I hear that again, but hear Aaron as the wife asking the husband, "How do I look in this dress?" It's that. It
is
sort of indifference.
It is gross, by the way. If you're a diehard enough Opie and Anthony fan, like if you listened to enough O&A, it is like creepy how much he's ripping off Kumia.
Mm-hmm.
Like just in the cadence, do you hear that there, Craig? Where he's like,
yeah.
I'm looking Beakerish today. Like just in the way Kumia, he's copying everything about Kumia. It's weird.
It
Oh,
is
that's
very weird.
And I don't want any beaker jokes, but like I'm looking beakerish today. Do you like my new shirt? My boys
Yeah,
in
the
the
shirt looks interesting.
You like it? My
the-
boys in the hood shirt.
Yeah.
I got it at a garage sale this week.
Yeah.
Sure,
SP and the kids and I went garage sailing. Found this for $1.
Whoa!
$1 garage sale find.
Neat.
For anyone
My
that doesn't know, by the way, the woman he went with shopping with, he referred to as SP, and if you don't know what that means, it is slam piece. So
Lovely.
The woman that he is parading around town with his children, he refers to as slam piece, and you can tell things are going pretty well for this radio titan when he is buying his clothes for, without exaggeration, $1. You guys know how everything is so much cheaper now, right? How you can buy a lot of shit for $1. That's how Aaron gets his clothes.
Boys in the hood shirt. And then I picked up a pair of American flag swim trunks for
How
$1.
much?
I was very
course
excited
you
about
did.
that.
Of
Fine.
course, inflation is real.
Yeah, and then I also found a pair of And One gym shorts for $1.
Holy fuck.
What is this? What is this, Aaron? What are you doing? You going through every item of clothing?
This is for April's lawyers. I don't have anything. Look, I'm
Yeah.
spending nothing on clothes.
I got this shirt at a garage sale. You can't take it.
How
Says
often
boys in the hood.
in real life, if a friend was saying to me, guess how much I got this shirt for? I would punch them in the face. I'd say, come here and don't move, so I can make contact with you.
Yeah, he would miss, but he would try.
Greg, that's as producers, that has to be the first question we ask him every show now. Hey, nice shirt, Mike. How much?
Mike, who are you wearing? Oh, come on, guys! You really want to know?
It was a big weekend. That's all I'm saying. Karaoke.
Sounds like you made it out like a freaking bandit.
I really did. I upgraded my wardrobe.
Stop encouraging this.
Craig, you know what it's like when you have an egomaniac host. You're like, fine, I have to indulge this. He's gonna bring on DJ Electra and let her read super chats. I have to play along.
Oh God.
No, I kid, Electra. I kid.
I know.
Do you?
I had a great.
No.
That's why she's special, guys. She gets it, but doesn't get it, but also gets it. That's amazing. That's a skill.
New white T-shirt, and I feel great about it. All in all, man, I had an awesome weekend.
Oh, good. Oh, that's so, Aaron. That's so comforting because I gotta say, I was in Chicago, as you guys know, over the weekend, and the sleepless nights that I had. I just stayed up drinking whiskey, and guys were like, "Mike, I know it's a bachelor party, but Jesus, we're going to bed." And I said, "God, what do you think? What do you think Aaron's gonna wear on Monday?" They're like, "I don't know, Mike. Probably an expensive shirt." And I said, I'm not so sure. I think it might be something much cheaper. I
won't be
just
able to
hope he's
sleep.
having a nice time this weekend.
This next one's called Quite an Offer.
Oh, so I think this is to us. I think this might be a little deal for the super chatters or the Rumble ranters or the Venmoers or the Streamlabbers or the PayPalers out there.
Ooh.
Labbers.
Slap My Ass Sally becoming a member for their 28th month. Thank you very much
you.
for that.
Thank you,
A
Slap My
little comment on there. Another win for the toe. Thank you very much. We're starting
Aaron,
at
people are mocking you when they say that. They're calling you an asshole.
an even 300.
The next-
Another win for the toe is slang for I'm a complete douchebag that thinks I'm winning.
The next, another win for the toe will be used by a country eventually that loses a war, and it's like their last tweet.
Well,
another win for the toe.
win for the toe.
hundo today. So let's make hay while the sun's shining. You know, if you want to, Johnny's back. Things are getting back to normal. If you want to knock out 300 right off the bat today,
We have that option.
Oh,
Nice.
I didn't know we could do that.
you'll let us, Aaron? I thought we had to wait till the end. I can just give you 300 right now? Nice. Then I can move on with my day.
Oh, man, don't have to sweat the goal. That'd be nice.
Look at his co-host. He's just like dying right now.
Yeah, Johnny is
Just from the
always in a
waist down.
constant- Constant nightmare.
I love that idea. I love the idea. Now, the audience hates it because they go, no, if we knock it out early, you're going to mail it in and not never.
I know, we
Exactly.
really do, don't we, gang?
That's
He's serious, by the way.
I know.
That's what's crazy. He's not doing a bit. Scroll that back just a tiny, tiny bit because I want to hear him where he really thinks we're going to be like, come on, Aaron, come on. We could give it to y'all now, but then is the show going to be as great? We like the show the way it is. We don't want you to give up, Aaron. 99% effort is not good enough for us. We need 100% of steel toe. It just won't be the same if you're not begging for money the whole time.
You ever see those
Speaking of money, real quick, Casey, read that last super chat before we get too far away from that topic.
Okay.
All right. Red Force, DJ Electra, you want to read that? This is your job.
Okay.
Hey, one of
Red-
you idiots can read it. Let's just
Jeez.
go.
Red 473 for $4.99. Anna was on the Stitch and Adam show, and she was completely disgusted by Aaron. I was watching live, and it was surreal. What am I doing with my life?
No. Oh, Red, you fool. She thought he was really cool and handsome.
She liked the way his pants looked.
Didn't you hear? She's like, I don't think he spent a lot of money on those clothes, but he is pulling it off.
Right off the bat today. I love that idea. I love the idea. Now, the audience hates it because they go, no, if we knock it out early, you're going to mail it in and not never in a million years. We feel comfortable.
Don't worry.
We feel
No.
relaxed. The show goes very well. Oh, you're going to love it. So throw in a couple of bucks, the Streamlabs, the PayPal, the Venmo. We're doing great so far. Really just $200 by 8 o'clock. So $200 in the next, or $100 in the next 2 hours. We're looking great.
Make up the
So
price.
Go ahead, guys.
What's the?
Appreciate your
Now I have
contribution.
no clue what we're donating.
How much are we doing?
Is it 100? Is it 200? Is it 300?
Well, if you knew, then you could never give more. He keeps it moving, so it's like a goalpost you can never kick the field goal to. You just keep kicking. Eventually, it'll get there.
He really thinks we're sitting at home like, oh, God, I just can't. I got to get to work. I can't wait 4 hours to donate, but I guess I'm going to have. Hold on. What's he saying? Let me turn up the volume here. I can donate now? At the beginning of the show? Hold on. Venmo's hours start this early? They're receiving donations via Venmo?
Can we talk about cash depreciation, giving now versus later? Come on, guys.
That's a good point. Yeah. What's more valuable, Aaron?
This man's on probation, is what the 6 was called.
Oh, yeah. This is a guy that has had criminal charges brought against him. And this is the show that he's doing.
Always wanted to be able to do that. Just kill a guy by cranking on his neck really hard.
Hold on. How many guesses could I have given you?
Whoa.
I would have never guessed that was what he was going to say.
Listen to this psychopath.
Yeah, I got to go back on that one.
That is like go on a watch list type comment.
Yep.
He's already on a watch list, Craig.
He went full Catalano right there. That's what we call a full Catalano. That was Joey C, baby. That's what you tune in to watch Joey C do.
Judging by the series of events, if I was a school in that area, I'd be on the lookout for this guy.
This is
Don't
a
mention
man who,
schools, Craig.
by the way, not only the revenge porn stuff, he's on probation from the order of protection that he has against his ex-wife. The order of protection that suggests he's not allowed to talk about her because of all the horrible things he said about her. And I believe that lawsuit included documentation that suggests he was physically violent with her. So this is not a parking ticket that Aaron got in trouble for. And yet he's talking like this on his podcast.
And if you're like in the case and you're a lawyer and you needed to prove you had any violent thought ever, well, the timestamp here is 120. I mean, it's right there, black and white.
And to be clear, because Aaron tries to do this, I've heard him do it with like Patrick Melton and these people that talk about Aaron, where Aaron will be like, "Oh, my haters. This is what my haters do." Which, first of all, I'm not an Aaron hater. I'm becoming one the more he talks. But I just think like he's a guy that's funny to goof on. But he'll say like, "Oh, my haters, they pretend to be these free speech guys, but then they go after the things I say." Aaron, talk about murder all you want, by all means. But what I'm saying is, I'm trying to help you and say maybe it's not the wisest thing for a man in your position to be talking about.
Yes. Context, Aaron. Context.
I always wanted to be able to do that. Just kill a guy by cranking on his neck really hard.
Jesus.
I mean, I haven't like wanted to do it like in my life. I've just wanted to have the ability.
Well, my dick's in his mouth.
I knew it was
Heyo.
coming
To
that
do
time,
that-
and it was still crazy.
And again, this is a man who allegedly headbutted a woman. I don't know that he did that, but it has been alleged in court documents. So
And he
think
he
about
admitted
who's
to-
talking.
He admitted to a very hard hug.
Yeah.
Like that looks so cool in movies when guys just go and just murder
I'm
a
now
guy.
worried for my safety.
I don't know. I'd like
Johnny's
to practice
just
on
enabling
something. You know that
I
like,
can't run. Yeah,
like
I
a
get it.
small.
Imagine saying, "I'd like to paralyze a guy" to a guy who's paralyzed.
So listen to this. He doesn't at all get the. So Johnny tries to be playful. Poor Johnny Crutches is like, hey, I'll yes and this horrible bit where you want to kill someone. Hey, look at I'm the crippled guy. I'm probably in trouble here. And Aaron, like the great radio broadcaster he is, just paying zero attention to what the guy is saying.
I want to put someone in a chair just like yours, Johnny. What?
I don't know. I'd like to practice on something. You know that.
I can't run.
Oh,
Yeah,
like
I
a
get
small
it.
animal?
You know,
Like me?
practice on. You
A
know,
small defenseless animal in a wheelchair.
they say that that's fine. They say that if you start by, experimenting on small animals, that never escalates.
Nope.
Oh,
nope,
what?
Not the first stage of a serial killer at
Right.
all.
So, dude, I'm old. Like, if I start stage 1 now, I'm never gonna get to serial killer.
She was stage
Now,
Or at
four.
least
Hold on
by
a
the
second.
time you do.
Could you go back a little bit because Craig was just yammering over it. But
Well, good joke.
what he did, but what you missed, what he did was Johnny was giving the out of like, yeah, you could fuck with a poor defenseless animal like me. But Aaron has his head in the clouds, excuse me, where he's going, I could fucking kill an animal. He's not even acknowledging that the other guy is trying to like make comedy out of it. Aaron's like, what if I start just murdering animals? Yes.
Set
Yes.
stone.
He said that's a good place. They say that's a good place to start. Who is he talking to? What? Who says that's a good place to start
All the
anything?
serial killer groups that he joins.
Also, everyone stop what you're doing right now and look at the camera or look at your phone and watch when he says serial killer. Watch his eyes. They dart to his camera. He never looks at his camera unless he's asking for money, ever. Watch.
Experimenting on small animals, that never escalates.
Nope. Not the first stage of a serial
Oh.
killer at
Right.
all.
So,
Thought.
dude, I'm old. Like, if
here.
I start stage 1 now, I'm never gonna get to serial killer.
Or at least by the time you do, it's
Creeper.
like your life is pretty much.
Donate or I'll
Creeper
murder
doing
you.
himself. We might have got it. We might have found him. We might have found a murderer.
Over anyway.
Right. Those guys get to serial killer after like 25 years of fucking killing small animals. I don't even have a magnifying glass, dude. I'm not gonna do anything.
What does a magnifying glass have to do with it?
Isn't that where they start
Burning
with the ants?
ants.
Oh,
They take the magnifying glass and they torture ants. I've never done that. I think I'm in good.
yeah. I've always just used Roncinol.
Just blondes from the Minneapolis area.
Johnny's just trying to pull him out of this. And Aaron's like, I know how to kill it. I think Aaron's going to start going door to door in St. Cloud and just give that look that you guys were talking about. Have you given to the goal yet? Oh, please, do you accept? I know you take Rumble rants, but I only have cash on me.
If I was a
about the
cop in the area, I'm going to swab his trunk right now.
Swab everything. Think of the cognitive dissonance. The judge goes, "No talking about your case." All right, get on the air. What are we gonna talk about? I want to murder animals. What? Like,
Hey,
that's the first
Your
thing-
Honor, I am not on trial for having murdered an animal.
Norton talked about making different kinds of poison. Let's do it, folks. Worth every penny is this new one.
Heck the dick.
Someone says tried to super chat you, but you blocked me. What?
I'll unblock you right now.
I didn't do that. I'm gonna go. I didn't block you, Nova. Nova, I'm going to unblock you, and then you're going to resend that $20. Otherwise, I'm going to block you again.
That's kind
Sounds
of
fair, right?
That's kind of funny.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah.
If you got the unblocking because you want to make that donation.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I'll unblock Nova for $20. What the fuck? I'm going to go unblock you, Nova. And then if in the next 25 minutes you don't send that $20, I'm going to block you again. That sounds fair.
Like, what is this show?
Very, very detailed. Very in the weeds with
The
this.
show is,
donators.
I've blocked you, evidently, for saying something I didn't like. I will unblock you if you give me money. And I'm going to put a time limit on that. The show is just time limits and money. And there's filler in between the gaps.
I didn't
And don't
block
you-
you, but I'll unblock you for $20.
Don't call me Beakerface.
Boy, the price of dignity. Because obviously, evidently, this guy said something that offended Aaron. Whether it was minor, maybe Aaron was in a bad mood that day, or it was something horrible about his kids or his family or something, or anywhere in between. And Aaron's like, listen, whatever it was, that sweet, sweet $20 is going to be worth it. Oh, the dignity that will pulse through my veins when I unblock you and you call me a talentless hack again. Oh, will it all be worth it when I have that? Who's on the 20? Thomas Jefferson?
Well, it's 70% of 20.
Andrew
He's
Jackson.
actually getting like
Andrew
$15. Really.
I was gonna say, like, I have no fucking clue.
Man, let's take a look here. Nova. Fucking hell. I don't see. Oh, there you are.
Oh,
There you
good.
go, Nova. Save. All right. Nova, $20 incoming, expecting it from you. Thank you, sir. Plankton.
Now we've got a whole
Wow.
new goal.
Whoa, Mike.
No, it's not Plankton Rules. It's not the same guy.
Okay, because I was like, get the fuck out of
How
here.
great would that be?
I don't know what I would do. I truly don't.
I
know.
did text for any Clug Maniacs that are following the Quincy saga. I did text Plankton Rules myself today.
What did you say?
Hmm?
Have to wait. Do I have
We'll
to wait
find
till
out.
Tuesday?
We'll find out
Fuck.
next week on Quincy.
I remember Plankton Rules.
Yes. We're trying to get a hold of him desperately. Oh, you know what? DJ Electra might be a good.
Ooh.
Maybe I should try.
Yes, this could be good. We might need DJ Electra.
All right.
Ooh, you
Hey,
have to,
Plankton.
you have to join
Hey.
Tuesday.
I like this. I like the way you think, DJ.
We call that a honeypot. She's our honeypot.
Yes.
Endless movie reference is the next one.
Oh, so this is something that Aaron gets made fun of for, and I'm glad Craig is here because Craig will know that sometimes we
First
get
person
caught
to ever
up
say
in a
that.
movie. Well, for this purpose.
Fuck. I'm a guest.
Sometimes we get caught up in a movie reference, you and I,
Mhm.
and we go back and forth for a little while.
Yes.
Like some scenario. Like with Aaron, we thought he sounded like Pacino when he said something once,
Yep.
and so we just started doing Pacino talking about the goal,
Yeah.
a bit like that,
Yeah.
So people would shit on Aaron for making movie references, and I never understood. I was like, well, why? A lot of people reference movies. That's very common. I didn't listen to Steel Toe long enough to really get that bit, so you guys are helping me learn. I get it now because this is exhausting.
Oh, no.
So he just launches into, he says, oh, this is exactly like that movie. And then just endless self-indulgence pursues.
You know who they are? They're Don from Casino.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's who they are. It's like, you didn't see yourself getting set up on the second shooting. You didn't see yourself getting set up on the second shooting. If you didn't see yourself getting set up on the second shooting, then either you're too dumb or you were in on it. Either way, you're out.
Okay, that's a little,
FBI
you know what? That's a little long, but whatever. Maybe I guess I overestimated.
Dawn?
That was a little long. Yeah, I don't know if he has I quote Casino fairly often.
Me too.
Like on Kirk's show, I do that.
Tell me I was at that
dinner.
Yeah, yeah.
I've done that fairly often. So I quote Casino. I don't remember the line that he's referencing, but that's fine. Whatever. It was a little long for my taste, but now he moves on.
We hit the goal yesterday. Can you give me that?
Please give me that.
Firing-
MSO doesn't want to come on here and debate me.
Am I firing you? No, I'm not firing you. Yeah, I'm firing you. Then the CIA comes up to your office and they go, I thought I could maybe see about you changing your
launching
mind
into new
about the
characters
old FBI here. I can't. I'm sorry, but they're incompetent. Oh, you got me there.
How many
Oh, that
scenes
old
are we doing, Aaron?
The whole movie.
It's a monologue.
FBI is as useless as tits on a boar. But I was wondering if maybe you couldn't find something for them maybe further on down the trough. Sorry.
Is that it?
Some might accuse me of maybe seeing that movie a little too much.
No.
Why?
See, I
Why
do
would they do
I do things like that, and now in the last 12 hours, you know what I've started thinking?
What?
Would Anna Kasparian have liked that?
Oh.
That was painful.
Imagine if that just made Anna soaking wet.
He does these impersonations. But again, like me and Craig just did it right there, where it's like you kind of twist the reference and make it something related to the show. You don't just do multiple scenes in the movie and then go, "Hey guys, didn't I quote it really good?" Hey guys, you can tell I know the movie now, right?
Next one, Mike.
He- well, here's what bugs me about Aaron is like I didn't goof on him for a year. And I'm annoyed at myself now because, like, I thought he was a fine broadcaster. Like, I listened to him a couple times and it was like, whatever. I listen to him now and I'm like, he's so bad. Why did I listen to all these people that said he sucked?
No, what a segue. This one's called Aaron's Bad at This.
Oh, well.
He ate it. All right, let's get into Johnny's business. Johnny's got some business he wants to discuss. What?
I was gonna talk about
what the
how I upset that lady and made that mistake twice of saying like, oh, I guess we're broken up and not talking to her and stuff.
What the fuck?
But just there's a lot of stuff that happened last night, and
before you
I just
continue, I had this blocked off.
Oh man,
This is going to be a big chunk of today's show.
What the fuck?
People are going
I
to
just-
send in pity donos and everything for today's.
pity donos. No.
boy.
Oh.
But now, wait a minute. What is this a prank?
No.
Am I being punked?
No.
Started
You
talking
told me
about it?
yesterday that
Well, this
you
is
had
Aaron
the lady-
trying to be like, I can't actually tell what he's doing because it's either him trying to be like, oh, what the fuck, man, but he's bad at that, or it's him legitimately shaming Johnny Crutches into talking about his personal life, which, by the way, if we were in here to make fun of Aaron, this Johnny Crutches thing is fascinating. He's in a relationship with a girl he's never met who is like, they got into a fight. They've gotten into multiple big fights. And keep in mind, they've never met. They've met on like a dating app or something. And she won't stop calling him and everything. And I was like, oh, this poor Johnny Crutches, he's a virgin. He has a kid.
How
And
did
he's
he,
behaving like this.
now, how did he acquire this name then?
Johnny Crutches?
Yeah.
I don't know his disability. I don't know how he happened upon that.
He got hit by a train. Who knows?
It's possible.
He's in an
Yeah,
egg chair. We
you got
don't
hit by
know.
the hype train, baby.
Honestly, what I think we're seeing here, though, is that just being outlawed to talk about the only thing that he has talked about for months, he has nothing else to talk about.
So
And
that yeah, I'm glad you said that, Casey. So that was the main thing. I don't know if he's doing a bit where he's like, oh, come on, Johnny, talk about it, like it's a horrible bit they're doing, or if he's actually like guilting Johnny into talking about it. But either way, what it is I have nothing left. So Johnny, you have to bring personal shit to the show now.
relationship issues you wanted to discuss, and I called you and we talked
right.
about it for a little bit. And now, as we come up on the show and as I'm getting ready to introduce this segment, now you tell me, not really. It's like we were doing improv and I went, hey, I brought you a package. And you just go, no, you didn't. I'm like, wait, what?
Well, I mean, I said not really. I don't want to talk about much of it. No worries. I'll see you tomorrow. Like when we talked yesterday. I
Oh
totally
yeah,
didn't
so
want-
Johnny's genuinely uncomfortable. I forgot about that part.
Yeah.
two totally different conversations right there.
This is so gross.
He has
Talk
MS.
about much.
Apparently.
The simple gist is the first time that California girl
No, wait.
and me-
Before you start, remember, Drag it out. It's a rich taffy.
Aaron, let
holy
him tell the
fuck.
story.
That's grossest thing I've ever seen right there.
Well, it's like
You sounded defeated.
you
It's
don't
like-
Ugh.
you don't need to tell us how the sausage is made. You can drag it out. And then there are times where you can make jokes about like, hey, this makes my job easier. But doing it before the story starts just tells us that it's fake horse shit that you're instigating, so you don't have to do anything.
Does he think
Now
he's
he's
off
making me
air or
mad.
something? Like that's the only thing I can think of.
He's making me mad now. God damn this guy.
Shit,
Such little
HACKRIDE's gonna come back.
such little regard for his audience. Just stretch. Their lives mean nothing. The hours that they spend listening to this show are
Stretch-
trite compared to the amount of money we get out of them. Stretch.
Stretch the
That's
story out.
awful.
We're gonna get pity donos. What an asshole.
Pity donos. But again, I can't
Gross.
tell if that's him trying to be like affable, like a wink and a nod, like, hey, see, I know what you guys say about me. But then when you actually do it, that's what I say about self-deprecation. Self-deprecation is useless if you make no effort to change or better yourself in any way.
Yeah, it's supposed to be self-deprecating against him, not against somebody else, making somebody else feel guilty. Ugh.
I figured out what he's doing here. Okay, you remember back in college when they're like 10-page report and you just increase the font size? He's just like, we have nothing. Slow down. We have nothing.
All right, Aaron. The girl from California has been very, 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 very mean to me.
Rich taffy. People want this to be nice and they want it stretched out.
right,
Nice
well,
and stretched out.
I met California girl.
No,
and
wait.
we-
I didn't say we had to go back to the beginning.
Make up your mind,
You
dude.
just told you can't do that in the same sentence, Aaron.
Stretch it from 22% in. Come on, man.
I'm
What's the
just
deal?
pleasing you.
What's the deal? Because I honestly, I went to bed and I slept the sleep of the saved last night because I went, you know how much fucking content I'm going to have on just Johnny just taking the stick and going for it today? Tomorrow. I'm so excited.
What
And
the
then you
fuck?
come in here and now I'm
This
like,
is
oh shit,
abuse.
I might have to do a show.
Yes.
Which I have one
Well-
ready, but I thought your thing was going to be way more fascinating than the shit I got.
Well, it could be, but I don't want to go in.
Well,
doesn't wanna
Electra is looking at it from like she's a nice woman. She's looking at it from a human perspective and saying it's abuse to Johnny. I look at it as abuse to the audience
I agree
Because-
with that as well.
because what Aaron is saying is I don't want to put any effort into my show. What I want to do is just make Johnny suffer, and we can call him a gay virgin for 2.5 hours tomorrow, and I won't have to bring any actual content while the donos pour in.
Oh, I am so excited for this next clip. I have no idea what I haven't seen.
Chip Imholte.
Hold on, wait a second. It's gonna be really funny.
Stretch, Mike. We need you to stretch.
And I don't get it.
Bring it home,
Is it his
sucker.
kid or something?
You got 5 minutes left, sock cuckas.
So she got upset with me again and texted me saying that she didn't think it was going to work out and she wanted to pull the plug. And I told her I didn't want to cancel our plans and everything. And she's like, I don't either, but this doesn't seem like it's going to work. And so when she said the pull the plug thing, I assumed we were done. And I made that assumption again on Sunday without talking to her. And she got really, really upset with me, which led to a tirade of phone calls where she informed me that I'm a liar and a jerk.
Time out. Can I guess? Did she use the word narcissist?
No.
They all do. Okay, that's coming.
Hold on. Listen to this idiot. Listen to this jackass. First of all, he does the Opie thing where he's like, whoa, hold on. Whoa, 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 whoa. Everyone move out of the way. Aaron has something to say.
Wait. Does she not know your disability or something?
Everyone, because timing is everything. So the best way to nail that timing is not to seamlessly weave it in, not wait for your opening, not try and talk louder than Johnny in a point where it fits perfectly. Just go, hold the phone, everybody. Aaron's coming in with a Gemarino. And then here's Aaron's insight where he's like, guys, I got one. What did she say? Narcissist? And Johnny goes, no, actually. And he goes, "Whoa, she will." But hold on. If you think that's where the Chipperson comparison ends, it hasn't even begun in my book.
Good.
Yeah, I had to see this one.
Really, really upset with me, which led to a tirade of phone calls where she informed me that I'm a liar and a jerk.
Time out. Can I guess? Did she use the word narcissist?
No.
They all do. Okay, that's coming. Don't worry.
Well, she didn't. He's not even listening to. He goes, no, they all do.
It's coming.
You ever fuck a dude in a hot tub? Oh, it's coming. It's coming.
Well, she said I was a liar and a jerk and all this other stuff, and she kept calling me to berate me, and no matter how much I apologized,
How's
she
your
said she
hair?
didn't believe it. What? Oh yeah.
Okay.
Fucking a home run, Imholte.
What?
He said braid. You get it? Yeah.
Now hold on. Again, that I could see myself throwing out one line like that, but he just had the trampling, the trampling of this man, and has to again say, "Wow, how's your hair, cocksucker?" But I'm sure he's done now, and will let Johnny get this fucking story out.
It's
that
not
he
over.
begged me to tell, by the way.
It's not over yet.
Calling me to berate me, and no matter how much I apologized,
How's
she
your
said she
hair?
didn't believe it. What? Oh yeah.
See, she called to berate you.
But yeah, so that all kept going, and
You didn't like that. You didn't like that.
Chip.
I did. It's just
I
this
know
is
you're
different.
focused. I'm trying to knock you off your game. I'm being an ass. I'm sorry.
I'm just being
Yeah.
cute. I'm just you, babe.
It's in the explaining. He does sound like Chip, like explaining everything.
So
But
she's doing your hair. Go.
well, let's also say this. Like, if Craig was like, I need to tell a story about my personal life, I'd be like, what? Okay. And then I would probably try to like throw in some quips or something throughout. Aaron made Johnny do this.
Last time I told a personal story, it's kind of stuck with me ever since.
It's like, Craig, let's hear about your divorce. No, I'd really rather not. Come on, Craig, let's hear about your divorce. No, it's really a very personal thing. It's still very fresh. I don't know. I have kids. I don't want them. Come on, Craig. All right, fine. Well, here's what happened. You're a pedophile.
No, it'd be like then if you got mad, you're like, I went to bed, I got the best night's sleep because I was like, we're just gonna talk about your divorce.
You know what? We didn't spend enough time on that. The fact that he said, my friend Johnny Crutches has entered a point of turmoil in his relationship status. And boy, did I sleep like a baby.
This guy looks so upset too.
One day he's gonna
Yeah,
say my crutch Johnny friend instead.
It is Johnny telling the story of a middle school dork, but nonetheless, like, listen, I'm Johnny Crutches has his plight in life. I'm sure we can all empathize in some form or fashion, and he's been forced to tell this story.
Yeah, Aaron's just like, would you take your girl to Nick Ricada's house or something?
Didn't come back with a cocksucker.
Your English better be perfect, or I'm gonna pounce on every syllable.
All kept going, and
You didn't like that. You didn't like that, Joe.
I did. It's just
I
this
know
is
you're
different.
focused. I'm trying to knock you off your game. I'm being an ass. I'm
I'm
sorry.
just being cute.
Yeah, it's cool.
I liked
Um,
it.
But yeah, so we were texting and we were talking and arguing in circles for hours. I kept apologizing, but according to her, I have to do a sincere apology, which means like not talking about women on my show, because the last show that she was upset with, I talked about the girl that's going to be on Dancing with the Stars with an ankle bracelet, and I showed her like,
Oh my God!
her-
Can you give me her name and phone number? It sounds like my dream girl.
Oh, no, I can't unhear it now. I'm gonna hear that constantly.
Wait.
Oh.
Wait.
Wanna make-
I know. I get it. I understand.
I-
Johnny's like, Jesus, man, you made me do this.
He was set up. Multi-talented is the next one.
I'm depressed now.
All right.
We all are.
So I'm sorry to do that to you, Electra, but there's only 40 more minutes of this.
Okay, thank God.
So you've seen Aaron and his quick wit you just saw on display there, where he can chime in with quips on a dime. You saw his acting chops, where he can do a monologue from Casino. But I mean, his talent cannot be confined to one particular area. This man is multi-talented.
I'd say allegedly, but I don't agree with that statement. Other than the kid part thing was a line that she crossed for me, where I told her my kid was crying to see me, and she says, "Yeah, sure."
Oh, hold
your
on one
kid's
second.
trying
I'm
to see
sorry.
you."
I
I
know
said,
people
"No,
hate when we
crying."
pause.
This is not going to help DJ.
Well, Electra, let me explain. What Johnny, the story that Johnny is telling is apparently Johnny crutches as a child. And I guess the girl that is pestering him, Johnny was like, they were talking on the phone and she was berating him, as Johnny said. And Johnny said, like, hey, listen, my kid needs me right now. I have to go do something with my kid. And she was like, oh, so I guess I don't matter to you. And Johnny was
Oh.
like, hey, fuck you. Like, that's a little too far for my taste.
Yeah.
Now listen to the seamless way that Aaron is able to present comedy into this scenario.
I'd say allegedly, but I don't agree with that statement. Other than the kid part thing was a line that she crossed for me, where I told her my kid was crying to see me, and she says, "Yeah, sure, your kid's trying to see you." I said, "No, crying to see me. So I need to go spend time with my daughter." And she said, "Yeah, I'm not a priority." And then I hung up the phone, and that royally pissed me off because my daughter is a priority.
In the heat of
So-
the night, I
Wow.
wanted to talk to my daughter. She resented this and started calling me harder. Dong, 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 dong.
Holy fuck.
Wow.
Just absolutely charmless. There is no.
I mean,
That was a Saturday Night Live skit. That was not real.
how did we not put the chip correlation together sooner?
I've never seen it this clearly. Like this is
Because
this is
before he was
complete
talking
chip
about a
chip.
dude, he was talking about a dude fucking his wife every show. Now he can't. This is what's left. Everything he's seen Kumia and Chip. So now he's Kumia and Chip. That's what he is.
Spend time with
Aaron just puts on a wig and big glasses.
And of course he beats his wife. Because Kumia. No, I'm just kidding.
I'm waiting for him to
My
go.
dog.
What's got you laughing today?
All right, Johnny, let's go.
Okay, and also, when is he going to get his trans? Because it's coming. It's coming. He's going to end up with a trans.
Wait. I got a good line. You go.
Trans. I was on the radio. Transistor.
daughter, and she said, "Yeah, I'm not a priority." And then I hung up the phone, and that royally pissed me off because my daughter is a priority.
In the heat
So-
of the night, I wanted to talk to my daughter. She resented
There's
this
no
and
call
started
on it.
calling.
It turned to South Park all of a sudden. I swear to God. He also looked down right before this happened. So this is not improv. This is him doing a script.
Fancy Mortimer in the chat definitely probably just came up with the show title, and that's Toe Towerson.
I like that a lot. Toes.
Did you want to say something, Mike, before this?
So that's why our boy Tukey or Rocco Burrows' impression is so good of Aaron, because he does sound like a South Park character. Like, listen to him. He's a Trey Parker character, and that's
Yes.
why it's so funny to me that Tukey's impression is basically just Trey Parker. Like, I tried for these kids, damn it! But listen to him sing. Like he's doing this is an annoying South Park character.
When the guy's talking about a very painful moment with his child. The context here, too, is great.
Priority.
In the heat
So-
of the night, I wanted to talk to my daughter. She resented this and started calling me harder. Dong, 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 dong. See, I'm writing a Meatloaf song as you go. You keep revealing, and I think we're gonna have a 6-minute ballad by the end of this.
Can't keep meat off his mind.
Can I tell you part of the problem too? Is like I know he's influenced by Opie and Anthony. This would not be unheard of for like O&A to do to like let's say E-Rock was pouring his heart out, and they just keep interrupting him. The difference is there weren't just two people in the room. Like there's only two guys on this show. Aaron made him tell this story.
Great.
Like it was funnier when there were Opie, Jim, Anthony, Danny, Sam, like the whole gang would laugh. Where this is just like, hey, tell your story. I don't want you to tell your story. Trampling your story. It's like, okay, why am I doing this?
This is very much like he's doing it to him in an elevator. He's
Exactly,
just telling
yes.
a story and then like, why are you doing that, dude?
Yeah.
You don't think so? Would you prefer Robert
just-
Tepper? Is there an artist you'd I'm sorry. No, you're right. I'm being a dick because I'm picking the artist and it's the story of your life.
No,
Who
you're
should it
just a
be?
dick.
I don't know.
Can't be R. Kelly, dude. We can't. No
Hey,
thanks.
R. Kelly. 2 R. Kellys in the show.
Nice reference.
But I thought you loved R. Kelly.
How about Ja Rule? You want yeah. She's blowing up my phone. It's murder. You want
At
to go
least
back to
his
the 90s?
impressions are very good.
No, not really.
How about Brian McKnight? He needs a hit.
This list is going to make that Klan rally very angry at you, Aaron. Stop it.
What does he mean? Like he's just throwing out. He's thinking of names, and again. I keep going because I know he's very heavily influenced by O&A, as am I. So like
stretching, Mike.
I know what his mind is spinning through right now, and he's like, "Oh, just any song reference will be funny." It has no tie to what Johnny is saying, the theme of the show, like what the chat is saying. There's nothing that ties everything together. He's like, "I'm just gonna sing songs at random."
If you told me he was on a totally different stream right now, I would believe you. It makes no sense.
And this is why that Chipperson character was so great, because it pointed something out. It was like such a clear line of someone who gets the show and just listens to the show. Like Bobo and Opie, as we found out years later, like listened to the show, were aware of what the show was, but you could tell never fully got it. And in a weird way, Aaron doesn't understand his own show, and that's fascinating to watch.
I have a song that doesn't exist stuck in my head right now, and that's just Aaron has a fucking podcast.
George Strait, you want to go old school?
I don't think.
Well, like George
All
Quip.
He's actually crying, this poor guy. He's about to
Help me pick an
cry.
artist to mock your pain with.
No, hold on. George Gay. What do you got, Electra?
Electra, hit me.
Wait.
Coltrane, thank you for the $1. You know for a fact I can't fucking read that.
All right, here's one's called Aaron's Job.
So we're hearing about. So
Is that
if
the
I
joke?
remember right, this is Aaron saying, "Listen, you don't understand what it's like to steer this ship, man."
Want to do it?
Jack Cat, thank you for the money you've been sending us this morning. But he says, I'm out. Get your brain in order, Aaron. You're psychotic. Johnny wanted to talk about the thing, and I wanted to. My job is when
God
he
damn
talks
it.
about sad things is I try to bring funny parts into it. I try to introduce levity so that the story can continue because the story will be very sad.
But here's the problem, Aaron. You made him talk about it.
And you wanted him to continue, and you cut him off completely.
You're like,
Yeah.
You're like,
He said
hey, listen,
no.
it's like Aaron caused 9/11, and then listen, we're trying our best to make comedy out of this.
I forgot about the Chipperson part where he comes back and explains why everything you heard was funny.
There's a big difference. Like Gilbert Gottfried telling the 9/11 joke and people saying too soon, that's comedy. You're supposed to do things like that. If Gilbert Gottfried was flying the plane and then made that Empire State Building joke, that would have a different context to it. Aaron is causing this drama and then being like, guys, I'm just trying to make light of a serious situation. No. You caused the seriousness and now are pretending you're making light.
It's a great example. Can you imagine back then people blamed Gilbert Godfrey for an earthquake? I mean, they got mad at him for an earthquake. He just made a joke about an earthquake.
Right.
Like, you bastard, you killed these. No, that was the earthquake,
Right.
not me.
It's not
It
my
would be
job.
like if God tweeted about the Japanese tsunami.
To turn sad into sadder. It's my job to maintain levity in these situations. Jack Cat, just calm down for me, buddy.
These situations which I artificially create.
Yeah, come on, I'm a pro. I know how to do this. Been doing this since I'm 18.
And when you think it's over, it's not, Mike. It's not.
Oh yeah, so you guys remember the great music bit?
Yes.
Saying cats in the cradle or something.
Well, don't you worry, gang. We ain't done yet.
Jukebox ain't closed. Nice.
Can I sing?
It wasn't
No.
sincere until I changed, like I said, the behaviors on my show, which I'm not going to change. So she won't believe my apologies. They're not sincere, but she keeps calling me because she wants me to make it work.
Would you argue, and would you say the statement's correct, that you did your best, but you guess your best wasn't good enough?
Fuck yeah.
That's a fucking song, cocksucker.
Lyrics right there. That was a song for sure.
So again, not to take Aaron to school here, it has literally nothing to do with what they're talking about. He's not taking songs that apply to the situation. There's no tie-in to the artist. There's literally nothing here. He's just grabbing songs out of thin air. And watch this. He's continuing this bit. I guess his voice is a little hoarse, so he stopped singing them. Now he's just saying them.
I hate you right now.
And sometimes it's all I need to know. Sorry. But you would say you did your best.
Rare.
I tried. I did my best.
Did you try to say goodbye?
Yeah.
Did you
I tried to say goodbye.
Did you choke? Did you try to walk away and stumble?
Oh
Get
my
it because your legs don't work.
And though you're trying to hide it,
No, you're wrong. It's not that clever. It's literally, he thought of a fucking Macy Gray song.
I know.
Real song.
I know that.
That is a clock is right twice a day situation. I think.
Yeah, he lucked into that.
it's clear. Your world crumbles when she is not near.
Oh, that's just.
You don't think that that's what happened?
No, I don't think that's what happened.
Okay.
There is no, keep in mind, Macy Gray was never mentioned. The other song, like, none of this ties into anything. He's literally thinking while Johnny is talking. He's like, "Give me just any song title that I can ham-handedly shove into this bit to completely derail it."
Would you say? Let's take this point by point. Okay. Would you say that 1, she's like a dream come true? 2, she just want to be with you?
This isn't edited, by the way. This is just all back to back.
No.
Yeah.
Would you say you were on slippery ice, baby?
3, that it's plain to see that you're the only one for me. I didn't have a rhyme.
This is hurting me. Like
4,
in my soul.
it's immersion therapy. 4,
Johnny, you got to give Johnny Crutch's credit. He's like kind of trying to sell the bit a little for him. He's like, "Oh man, you're being so funny right now, Aaron. I can hardly deal with it."
I don't think he's joking.
Quite the Abbott to my Costello right now, Aaron. Hey,
repeat.
He just can't get up and leave. That's the
Oh, because
problem.
Aaron's fucking, his kid's drowning.
like drowning pool, bodies hit the floor. We're doing music still, right?
Steps 1 through 3. 5, do you think it could make you fall in love with her? If ever she believes her work is done, then she's starting back at 1. Ironically, Johnny, she is starting back at 1, but that's just because that's the digit you have to dial before the area code.
It doesn't even.
Not
What does that have
funny.
to do with anything?
He enjoyed himself on that one.
Would you say
My
Dog-
mother was a marvelous woman?
darkness is imprisoning him? All
Don't
these
talk
feet?
about my mother, you cocksucker.
Absolute horror. How can he live? How can he die?
If you won't listen to me, 3, I'm gonna call again.
Ugh,
And
fuck.
if ever I believe this call is done, then I'll start back at 1.
Kind of a
April,
good
Nick
singer.
Ricada would always come over to help April fix the floorboards.
They all fuck to the worst pop stations. I swear to God. Couldn't they fuck to like deeper cuts? When you're fucking another man's wife, make sure you fuck them to deeper cuts, not pop tracks. This is awful.
Again, though, correct me if I'm wrong. That's also a Brian McKnight song, right?
Yes.
The second Brian McKnight reference, for no reason.
The clan ain't gonna like that.
There's no tie-in to Brian McKnight. There's not a name that was mentioned that was similar to the chat didn't, for some reason, insert Brian McKnight into this. There's no reason that his name keeps getting dragged. into
It's just a good song, Mike.
well, there's no
Just
denying
like a
that.
little girl, you know.
It's hot,
He's like
it's
a
hot
little
tub
girl.
music, baby.
Sorry.
No, it's all good, man. I just like
I
I
just
said,
keep
I
saying
didn't wanna-
sorry, and then I pick another song.
And that, by the
All
way,
right.
I saved you. That goes on.
Death of the goal, Mike. I think we're coming to it.
Oh, so this is sad news.
Toe Towerson.
This is very sad news. Aaron, after years of doing this,
Stop, Craigers. Stop.
Aaron, after years of doing this, has thought of something. I don't know. You guys all do podcasts and are involved in podcasts of varying levels. Tell me if you've ever thought of the concept that Aaron has stumbled into right here. Like, he does the goal, and listen, boy, do we all love donating to that goal every day.
Right.
But Aaron has thought, maybe there's a better way. Could that be possible?
Was I
I,
good?
I will say, speaking of Mersh, I've got to you got to remind me, and I got time now that the kids are back in school. We got to get set up with Rumble Studio because they've been telling me that they count YouTube and Facebook and Rumble views on that, and if we're at 1,100 people at a time, that
Right.
would really take a lot of pressure off this audience goal-wise, I feel.
Oh my
We were
God.
doing like a
Aaron, don't tease us. I can feel my schedule loosening up already.
Thank God I can shut this off.
Oh my God, the burden that's been put on us. First of all, he's going to explain, but why would that ease the pressure on us if we can count all the views? Oh my God. People going home, honey. I just don't know. Aaron has to do the math every day. And he's adding up. There are people on Facebook and YouTube and Rumble and all these different apps. Aaron has to calculate that at the end of the day and think, where are all these people viewing his program? I don't know. And she's like, I don't care about this Aaron thing. Do you want dinner? What do you mean you don't care about the Aaron thing? You can shove the pot roast up your twat, you bitch. I'm trying to save our family a few dollars.
Here goes the monetization.
Worth it. Worth it.
I've been cooking our books every month, and I'm on the precipice of a solution, and you're worried about dinner.
I like Tuesday, Mike.
a read an hour.
Yeah.
I feel like that could really help. I don't know how much you
Oh,
get
I'm
if
sorry.
you
Go
have
back a little bit. Aaron is learning, and this is interesting for a guy that's been in radio.
You can do ads.
I've got one word for you guys, and I apologize, Electra, if you're dripping after I sound like Don Draper here. Advertising. Think about it.
Casey, you gotta get a slipping sound effect for it.
It's like, already got it.
That's my
close as I
slip and slide.
That's also the sound when Blind Mike gives a gift, or we get gifted memberships on our
These
channel,
gifted members subs are making me hard.
and then he
Yeah.
comes all over everyone.
We accept gifted memberships, everybody.
Yes.
me that
Gang
they
Lizard
count you-
gifted 5 memberships a little earlier.
Oh, that's very nice. Thank you, buddy.
Oh,
Yes,
thank
thank
you,
Now, well, hold
Dave.
on. Let's get back to the right frame of mind here. What if I told you you could choose to debase yourself? Let's hear a little bit about podcast advertising.
Wow.
YouTube and Facebook and Rumble views on that. And if we're at 1,100 people at a time, that
Right.
would really take a lot of pressure off this audience goal-wise, I feel.
Whew.
Like. If we were doing like a read an hour,
Yeah.
I feel like that could really help. I don't know how much you get if you have, 1,100 people watching you or whatever at a time.
Probably
What-
$40 million, Aaron. Probably a lot, and I mean a lot of money.
Quite a bit of cash.
Because that's what all the biggest podcasters do. That's what Alex Cooper and the Smartless guys and Joe Rogan and Bill Simmons, they all make sure that Rumble rants are turned on and that Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble views are all calculated so that they can do one read an hour. That's what they all do, all the pros.
I think DJ Electra should message Aaron, ask how much for a live read to promote the Blind Mike project, and then send a 1-minute compilation of us doing this and see how much
Awesome.
money he says no to.
Start low, DJ Electra. Start low.
$5.
You would
Yeah.
get for a Rumble read. But let's say we get $50. I don't know if we
Right.
do. I have no idea
My
what the numbers
God.
are. Let's say we get $50 for a live read.
So
And you
get
do that
50.
once
So
an
Rumble
hour.
gives you a live read to do?
Yeah. And let's say we do that once an hour. That's $200. That drops.
Okay, so I've watched Rumble
My
with
God.
thousands of Cardiff Electric has over 1,000 on Rumble because he got kicked off YouTube unfairly. Boom.
Does he know about this?
He doesn't, because if he did, he would work a lot less hard if you could just read an ad about a Trumpy bear and get paid. Sweet Skrilla.
Drops the goal down to $150 a day or $100 a day.
Oh my God.
I say-
Aaron, run, don't walk.
Do it and see what's
this
what.
asshole has been in podcasting for 4 years, was in radio for 10 or whatever before that. He just learned about advertising today. This is yesterday's show we pulled from, and he's like, I gotta tell you, Johnny, I'm hearing something about these are ad reads, I understand. And they give me copy for a product, and I tell the people about them. I couldn't make heads or tails of it, but all I know, I speak in terms of goal. The goal will be less. And then finally, the viewers can go home to their families.
Now, Mike, I know I'm in the coffee business, right?
Sure, absolutely.
What if we, me and him
What?
collaborated with Steel Toe Morning Joe, right there.
I think he has a coffee, by the way.
Yeah, it's not great, is it?
Well,
So I'm currently blocked by Steel Toe. And I'm blocked
Why?
by Steel Toe on Twitter because I happened to question if he was a good broadcaster or not. Like, this is a year ago when I was like going after everyone and stuff. But his
Who
number
could
one
forget?
defense was, I've been doing radio for 15 years. I don't need to listen to this.
sure.
How does a guy who's done 15 years of radio not know what a goddamn ad read is? Talking about it like he just discovered it.
You're not being totally fair, though, because they didn't have advertising in radio until a couple of
Okay,
years
yeah.
ago.
Fair point.
It was introduced when Aaron started podcasting, so he had two ships in the
Oh.
night.
Okay.
I stand corrected. Moving on.
No, but you're right. Like, I think he wasn't he a salesman for a radio station?
That's all he bitched about. That's why I was complaining to him. I'm like, how long have you been in radio and you're this bad? And he's like, I've been in radio. I don't need to listen to hear this. But what's in this ad reader thing again? Headphones. What are those? Like,
I like him coming in with like, hold on a second. If we make money, the goal is lower and thus more likely to be reached. Like, he only thinks in terms of goal. He doesn't think, oh, we can make money in advertising. He's like, the people won't have to pay as much and this will satiate them. And then they may send me more money. Yes, the goal. This all works towards the goal.
I can't imagine Anna Kasparian is approved of this show.
Oh, I just love how he doesn't even know what advertising is. That's so hot.
Fox Eating Dad says VGS had more ad reads. And it did.
That's definitely the way to go. CNN commentate. I love this clip. You're gonna love this.
Oh, but I left that part in on purpose because I like the little taste of what you get if they hit the goal. Like, guys, CNN put out a clip. Are you ready for this? We're gonna talk about it. Isn't that exciting?
If you pay me $138.
It is exciting, but Mike, not as exciting as the goal. We're here. We're at the goal.
Oh my god,
We're not
I'm
even at the fucking goal.
I'm sweating already.
10 minutes. 10 minutes of goal. Here we go.
Oh yeah, I forgot. So I sent KC. I sent him the goal, and then realized later that later in the show he talks about the goal again. So this is really unbelievable. But listen to him, and I feel it's important to keep playing the goal because yes, did we hammer home our point when we did our goal? Sure, you could argue that. But what is interesting to me about this?
Did
to
Mike
me,
buy a jet ski? Yes, he did.
it's none of your business what I did.
I was closest, by the way, on the guess.
But what's interesting to me is that Aaron does this every day. Like today, we picked a random day. Usually we will go with a clip that is circulating around the internet and people are making fun of and catches my eye. Today, we just went with a totally random day, and sure enough, Aaron delivers with making himself look like a jackass.
All right, guys, we got 4.5 minutes left. We're going to get back to all of this once we knock out today's goal. We're only $75 away. Pretty please, let's knock out the rest of it. That is a small number for the last 5 minutes. I hope that you all feel like chipping in. This is going to get...
Oh, what's that? What's that?
What's that?
knocked out by one.
Hold on, go back. We might not get through this clip.
Oh, no.
Out today's goal. We're only $75 away. Pretty please, let's knock out the rest of it. That is a small number for the last 5 minutes. I hope that you all feel like chipping in. This isn't
What's
going
that?
to get knocked out by one person. Everybody throw in Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo. It's all in the chat. Thank you guys very much for your contributions thus far. Let's push forward just a little bit more and knock out this last $75 and do 30.
I think Nick Ricada said that to him. Hey-o. Let's push forward just a little. Oh, ow, ow, it hurts.
Minutes of overtime. The show either ends in about 4 minutes or the show
You don't want
picks
that,
up
do you?
for an extra 30 as a thank you for your donations, keeping this program.
Aaron, who doesn't get this as a concept at this point?
No kidding.
It's the whole basis of your show. Like, you can't explain the show every day. We know that happens. You know? Your hardcore audience is saying, no, we know you humiliate yourself every day, Aaron. Come on, just continue. We're watching you until the last minute where we maybe throw a $2 donation and make you dance for us.
On the air. Those are the links. Streamlabs,
What are they?
PayPal, Steel Toe Media Inc. on Venmo. Those are the 3 best ways to do it. Super chats are great. Rumble rants are great. Gifted memberships are even better. But we've got a
you
little
said
bit
it,
of
brother.
time to knock this thing out. Let's make sure we do it. Isaac Walmart with $5 Canadian.
What
Thank
about
you
Stu
very
Target?
Oh, dang.
Jimmy Payless.
much. We've taken a bunch of $1 and $2 over on Rumble today. We're going to count that as the whole 5. $70
Whoa,
away.
whoa. Hold on. So if you don't know Steel Toe, if he gets $5 on YouTube, he doesn't count that as a full $5. But because other people have donated, he's going to count it? The integrity of this goal has been tarnished.
I don't know what's confusing about that. It's very clear.
It's obvious.
And it's Canadian, so.
And it's like, Aaron, have a little fucking think about the amount of money you're talking about. You're like, well, listen, if I take the $2 off of the goal that I need to, I'm not confident enough that we'll make it up. So I just have to count the whole $5.
From today's goal. So let's pick up. There's no reason to make this wait until the last second, and I've already got the leg shakes going. Let's hammer it out.
What about you, crutches? What about you?
But listen to this. Don't make us wait until the last second. I've got the leg shake. Like, I was talking to Austin. The memory I was referring to was being on stage at the historic Wilbur Theater in Boston. Aaron gets the same feeling in his legs when he's asking his fans for $2.
That's his personal standing ovation. $1.99.
$50, guys. You can do it. It's a little bit from each person. It's $10 from 7 people. Let's get everybody involved. 3 minutes to go. $70 away from getting an extra half hour and calling it
Okay,
another
well, you know
successful-
what? We'll donate and you move on to another topic. While we'll listen to the show while we're getting Venmo up on our phone. How's that sound?
No, that doesn't work like that. We have to incessantly talk about this until it's completed.
Day for the show and the toe and keeping us on the air another day and rebuilding from the little hit we took recently. Thank you very much to D. Gulag with...
Oh, you don't know about this? Well, we are all steel toe. You
Oh,
understand?
okay. Then we did take a pretty big hit.
So we were arrested for revenge porn last week.
We're all just one toe in the boot, Kragers.
Yeah, and we had to go to court, and we had to go to hiding first so that we weren't in jail over the weekend.
You know how you battle? You know how you battle revenge porn? Avenge porn.
Pretty good. So we had to go hide in a cabin for the weekend so we could avoid spending the weekend in jail. Then we had to make our court appearance. So these were all days that we all couldn't do the show. And by the way, don't forget, if you remember the last time we talked about Steel Toe, I mean, August was obliterated. There was a day they didn't hit the goal. So I mean, people have been talking nonstop about how August went. I heard they were telling me when I was in Chicago, I was up buying a beer, and I said, you know what, let me get a round for the guys. And the lady behind the counter said, hold on, before you hand me your card, are you aware of how much prices have been raised? And I said, really, why is that? And she said, well, August was a rough month. I don't know if you've seen the goal. And I said, well, anything to help.
August was so bad. November's looking like it's going to be in shambles.
She said, listen, don't buy beer here. Send your money to Steel Toe Inc. on Venmo.
It's called Black August over at Steel Toe headquarters.
Black $5.50 Canadian. Very nice of you. Very kind. Get her going, boys. Streamlabs, PayPal, Venmo.
Holy fuck! You just
Come on,
said that.
Chats, Rumble
Let's go.
So
rants,
many
memberships.
options.
We'll
How do you not have
get to
any
this. Thank you for sending in that
self-reflection?
stuff, by the way.
So, Kragers, from doing the goal show and watching this guy, we have given up on money. We just think it's the dumbest reason to do a podcast for money. So we don't talk about money. We don't ask for super chats. If someone gives them, but this guy has changed our philosophy. He can't change his own, but he changed ours. Thank you.
I go up to people. I go into stores now, and I show them videos of the goal, and I've shut down businesses
It's the other way
because they're like, guys, I feel guilty charging for things now.
Come on, guys, make it go. We need everybody. This is a show that it's a smaller audience. It's been getting bigger lately, but it's a smaller audience. Oh, wow. We're still in the 900s, pushing 1,000 people. Thank you very much.
Oh,
for
well,
that.
hold on, Aaron. Think about that. You're in the 900s. That's a nice chunk of viewers. I don't know if he means just on YouTube.
No.
Because I don't know if you know about this, because there's something that calculates if you have Facebook, Rumble, and YouTube, you can count them all together.
And then we can get paid.
So I don't know if he just means on YouTube or if he means collectively, but whatever. Like that's a good chunk. 1,000 people watching him. If that's every day, good for him. I don't know if it's every day, but let's say it is. You should, however, ask if I have 1,000 people watching me every day, I shouldn't need to beg for money like this. You know, I should be confident that the audience is going to continue to grow. And also, by the way, that's the other thing that frustrates me about Aaron. He does literally nothing to grow his audience. He doesn't do like membership content. He doesn't put out like shorts or chop up the segments we do. So maybe people who are only interested, like if you look at our 4-hour videos, you might be like, well, fuck that. I'm not watching this whole thing. But you might be like, oh, well, I just want to watch the Kill Tony thing. And maybe you are able to discover that. Aaron doesn't do any of that stuff. He's just like, hey, the people that are here give me money. And that's how I will continue this show.
A guy so concerned about views doesn't know how to double his views by using the same content that he has. It's fascinating.
Right,
or bringing
exactly.
any content whatsoever.
And the
Yeah,
one
no,
in
it's just
clips-
all like give me money. It's all filler. Like again, That's absolutely right, because he did something about some interview Dave Smith did. If Aaron cut out that segment and uploaded, it didn't seem particularly good to me. It seemed a lot of regurgitated points, but whatever. Maybe he would find new people that way that like Dave Smith and want to check out more Dave Smith content. But instead, he's just like, come on, guys. 10 people donate $7 or 7 people donate $10, however you want to chop it up. Let's go.
Let's do
It
some
is more
math.
efficient. It's more efficient, I gotta say.
Aaron is the third base coach of podcasting. He just
Waving
come
them
on,
in,
gang.
waving them all in.
Yeah, let's go. Come on.
Clapping, spitting out sunflower seeds.
He's never holding anyone on third. Everyone go
Anyone's
in.
ball game. Let's go here, boys.
Everyone donate. Everyone.
Let's have all of you throw
Third
in just
base.
a little bit. Remember, if we go over, we don't keep any of the extra. It goes to the next day. A little over 2
Hold
minutes
on.
left to
You gotta
go.
hear that again. I'm sorry. We didn't give that enough runway.
In just a little bit. Remember,
Did
if
you
we
hear what
go
he's
over,
suggesting
we
there?
don't keep any.
No, here, we'll go back. I'll give
Yeah.
him more time.
Come on, guys, make it go. We need everybody. This is a show that needs a smaller audience. It's been getting bigger lately, but it's a smaller audience. Oh, wow, we're still in the 900s, pushing 1,000 people. Thank you very much.
Sweet.
For that. Let's have all of you throw in just a little bit. Remember, if we go over, we don't keep any of the extra. It goes to the next day. A little over 2 minutes left to go.
So
Let's-
he's saying, what does that mean?
We don't keep it, Mike. It's ours, but we don't keep it. Yes, I can spend it on whores, but tomorrow, not today.
Wait, so if I don't hit the goal exactly, Aaron burns the money?
No.
Wow.
I can't spend a penny if I don't get the goal.
It's a tactic to make you believe, like, hey, listen, we don't keep this extra money.
He was going to use it for his court appearance, but nope.
We put it to this whole different entity. So, like, if we make extra money, let's say the goal on Monday is $300. But if we make $320, we don't keep that extra. What are you, nuts? We're not greedy pigs. We're not capitalist pigs that keep that extra $20. What we do is we donate it to a whole new entity, which is Tuesday's Steel Toe Morning Show. We
We're our
donate
own
it to a needy group. Think about it. Tomorrow's goal has no money. We are donating to a cause that has nothing and trying to take off some of the burden on them.
There's a man on there charged with crimes. We have to help him.
That's very sweet. And by the way, Aaron, you have 900 or 1,000 people. You don't have Carl Hamburger trying to sabotage your show, though, do you?
No, he does not.
That cocksucker.
Yeah, definitely Carla by now. He's out.
Oh,
He's fully out. by now.
John said something dumb. Like we haven't heard that before.
Make it happen, guys.
Seen him take
It
a
is
drink?
Me.
pretty pleased with Cherries on Top. Knock it out. Sandy Squatch with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you. $60
Yes!
away from getting this done today. Thank you so
I
much.
like how he paused there too. He's like $60, not like it was the donation. Away.
But like, they're like $2 doesn't get him juiced up, but like $5, he's like, "Fucking yeah, let's go, let's fucking go."
Keep it going. We've got 4 or 5 people chipping in so far. Just a
that?
few more, and this is going to get knocked out. If it's a show you love, a handful of singles, hey, that would be great. To a filthy
Handful of
beggar
singles.
like
He's a stripper.
He just called himself a beggar.
Well, that's his way of being self-deprecating, but you're doing it every day. You know what I mean? Like, let's say I have a bunch of crutches. I can't think of what they are right now.
So does he.
Johnny Crutches. Hey,
I set you up for that. But like, if there's something that people point out that I say all the time, I might acknowledge that on air, and say it by act and be like, "Oh fuck, like, that's me doing that thing that I do." But actually, like in reality, I would try to say it a little less, at least when I catch myself. Aaron is going, "Here's that thing that I do, and I'm gonna do it again tomorrow, and again the next day, and again the day after that."
I would like if he wheeled out a pole and just got on a poll for us at the end of the show. Like, hey guys, it's poll time. Here I go.
Hell yeah.
That again, that would be self-deprecation.
Me.
That'd be wild.
DJ, like to write that down for your next show, please.
60
Okay, for you?
away.
Okay, great.
For you.
Okay, great.
Click the links. A minute and a half left. Let's do this thing.
This few minutes has been
Let's get it hammered.
dragged out.
Throw in a few more. We're almost there. Gray Duckling with $10 says Canadian.
That dude lit the cigarette like he was getting executed by a French battalion. Did you see him light that cigarette? He's like, ugh.
Let's get this over with.
Here's some real money. Thank you for the $10.
The classic action movie line. He's just like, here we go again.
I like when one of the chatters taunts the others, because as my friend, that Aussie guy, pointed out to me when I was on his show, I didn't realize this. He told me that Aaron doesn't put the chats up so you can't read them.
That's correct.
So he kind of manipulates what they say. So what I like, and I'm sure this is all very genuine based on what I just said, I'm sure that Gray Duckling was like, here's some real money. That should show a little something to all these losers who are donating less than I am. I like when the chatters take pride, like, Aaron, I'm one of the real donators, man. Not these scrubs that are giving you $5 at a time. I gave you 10, which is a world of difference. I'm sure your kids will go to an Ivy League school now.
Says Canadian. Here's some real money. Thank you for the $10, Gray Duckling. We're at $50 away. $50 from knocking out today's
Hell
goal.
yeah.
Get in there. Whether you're Streamlabs, PayPal, YouTube, Rumble, Venmo, doesn't matter.
Holy
Throw
fuck.
in however you can. $50 away. 1 minute to go. It's doable.
man.
It's just a more efficient Jake Hudson. That's really what we got going on here. He can get it all in one sentence. Congratulations, Aaron.
I really like when he says it's doable. As if we hear that and we're like, Aaron, that's Mount Everest. $50, Aaron. We're not all going to make it. If we even attempt that.
It's not the big dig, Aaron. Come on. Hey, that's a Boston reference. Look at me.
It is.
Another win for the toe. Everybody jump in. Kyler Pouch becoming a member for 26 months. Says 26 months already? Yes, sir. Thank you very much.
Oh, it's
I hope
flown
been
by. Sir, how does it feel that you've been a member for 26 months and the host of the show just learned about advertising?
Like, how does it feel to be a member for 26 months? It's just them in the middle of a Nam flashback. Like, ugh.
I remember when April was here. She would get in a bikini.
Remember when the show was fun?
and an entertaining ride. Let's keep this ride moving. 40 seconds left.
Oh, my God. That extra 10 seconds is precious.
$50 away.
30. No,
Let's
40.
knock out the
Ugh.
last of it. We haven't had to ask too much today. You guys have been pretty good.
What the
Optic
fuck are you
Nerve with
talking
$2
about?
says,
Hold on. Listen to that. Listen to the psychosis of that statement. What we've just listened to, where he's asking, and he's like, listen, that's pretty good for us. That's what's crazy. If you don't watch the entirety of this show, if it's just that last 5 minutes, he's like, we've actually been pretty, like, we've barely even mentioned the goal.
last of it. We haven't had to ask too much today. You guys have been pretty good. Optic Nerve with $2 says, get it. Thank you very much, Optic Nerve. We appreciate it.
I love that. $50 away, give $2. That's the best kind of troll right there. Oh, little false hope.
Yeah, and if it was half that, it would have been so funny.
Yeah, 99 cents super sticker right there. $50 left. That's the play.
These contributions coming in. 20 seconds to go.
Oh, come on.
$50 away.
gonna
Get it inside of 50. We do that extra 30, and we just got to keep begging you to knock out the rest. We do it on what's called credit. Keep it going, guys. We could use a big Venmo, big drop. 10 seconds left.
He
9,
needs literally 1 cent.
8.
Can you imagine Ice Cube watching this? Like, he's wearing my Boys in the Hood shirt. This is weird. What the hell?
Well, this is what they represented, as we all know.
Yes. This is the last scene of that John Singleton movie.
Yeah.
You all know it's growing up in the hood and meeting the goal.
God, it wasn't much. 7, 6. This is a bummer. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Get in there. Optic Nerve came in with the $2, so we owe you. We're inside of 50. Get in there, guys. push forward, knock out this last 50
Yeah,
bucks.
come on, guys.
He's
We
still
really
going?
appreciate-
Wait.
Oh, yeah. Oh, Electra.
Timer means nothing. God
Oh, you
damn it.
fool, Electra.
Time
I
does not
guess.
work like you think.
Oh, you simple fool.
Shit.
The clock has run out. Yes. But it's much like soccer, where the
Oh,
clock
okay.
actually
We're into
keeps
injury
going.
time.
Yeah, we're in
Another
extended time. Where Aaron says, so the other thing you have to know, Electra, is we're inside 50, under 30,
With
which
20
means
to go.
we get 15.
What
You know
if
what I'm
we
talking
don't
about.
want
Girl,
any
you know what
more
I'm
of
talking
his
about.
stupid show? What if
Stop.
nobody wants the show to go on?
That's not an
We need a
option.
white- we need a
DJ, stop
whiteboard.
playing dumb. You know exactly what's happening.
Everyone knows these percentages.
Appreciate it. It's been a lot of people dropping in 50 or less. It's been a lot of small contributions. It's such a small number to keep this show on the
Aaron,
air.
if it was a lot of people giving more than $50,
Running for fucking president? Like, who gives a
Well, this-
fuck?
I was just gonna say that we got to make our presidential candidates do this. Like this is how they got to get their money, but a goal, and they don't. All the money they get by the goal they can use for the presidential run. Nothing more. So the goal would be amazing.
you
We're
guys
gonna
are
be
missing my
spending
favorite part. The goal is $300. Who was under the delusion that a lot of people were giving more than $50? It wouldn't be possible. It's mathematically impossible for a lot of people to give $50 and not hit the fucking goal.
How much is a plethora?
and this is what happened in August, DJ Electra.
It's been a lot of small contributions. It's such a small number to keep this show on the air. We appreciate it. Throw us a few bucks. We need it. We've never
We
shied
need
away
it.
from that.
Well, that was so
We've always
motivating.
been very honest about how we fund this.
Aaron,
Guys,
that's not
you
the
need-
problem.
I need an Arms of the Angel commercial with Aaron's
Guys-
face.
These aliens, they're above us. We're probably all gonna die, but let's go fight them. We need it.
It's like,
it
listen,
was
listen,
not.
listen, you can say I don't have my dignity, but what I do is every day I go down under the bridge and I jerk off punks for $15 a man, as the great Norm Macdonald said. And that's how I make my living. But lest you say that I'm undignified, I've always been honest about that. I've always said that I jerk off homeless men. And that's how I make my living. So don't say that I don't have dignity, because I've always openly admitted it.
We need it.
We need it.
We've never shied away from that. We've always been very honest
He's
about how
more
we
concerned and sad
fund
about
this
this
program.
goal
Coltrane
than
with
this
the
guy's
dog.
girlfriend.
Oh, it's not even close. I mean, that's not even a discussion.
No.
Do not make songs about the goal. The goal is serious. No songs about the goal.
It's funny
Imagine-
you say that.
Imagine how
every once
mad
in
he
a
would get if
while-
Crutches just started singing a song right now in his face.
Every once in a while that happens, where Johnny Crutches will read the chat or try and make a joke during goal time, and Aaron acts like it was a fart he's trying to ignore. Like it was just nothing.
$5 says, so you couldn't have played my 11-second clip for my $5 rant while it was relevant to the story. I'm sorry. I had to make the fucking money to keep the show on the air. Here, we'll play the clip now.
Here, you cocksuckers.
OT? Oh my God.
Okay. So this is something I didn't realize, and I thank the Steel Toe Boring Shows subreddit for this. I happened upon there yesterday, and they said, "Guys, you got to watch overtime because they didn't hit the goal." I thought, here's where I'm dumb. When I watch the full show, well, not the full show because I never watch overtime. I always end at overtime because I think that's the goodness. Now he gets into these dumb clips that he reacts to. I didn't realize the begging continued in overtime.
God.
Never.
I thought it was like, hey, we're within 50 of the goal. So, like, whatever. I'm not going to keep fucking debasing myself. But sure enough, here we are.
$5 away, guys. Let's knock it out. Come on. We've done a fucking good show for you today. We've had a lot of people here, 1,100 at a time. We appreciate that. I just want to, keep the show going. That's all. MSO says another win for MSO. I mean, in 5.5 minutes, if we don't make $25, I think this is a win for MSO anyway because I'm debasing myself again to try and make the money.
Maybe that's why I got that word. I heard him say it so much. I keep saying it now. It's poisoned my mind.
Oh no.
MSO, our hero in there.
MSO is rubbing his mitts together, going, you thought you had it when you got under 50 with 15 left, yes. But no. You are still $10 away, Aaron. MSO's twirling his mustache right now. While he's tying Aaron to the train tracks.
I'm convinced Aaron's MSO. I will never not think that Aaron's MSO.
I tend to agree with you.
MSO also runs Mohegan Sun, sounds like.
he just shows up at very convenient times. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah,
like a plot point.
So for anyone that doesn't know, this is a half hour later. So the goal was 4 hours into the show. I've never really watched past that. In overtime, I thought it was like, hey, we're close enough. That's why we stopped begging. No, my friends.
Beg harder.
We're $10, $15 away, whatever the hell it is. And by God, we're going to hit it by hook or by crook.
Yeah, it's not overtime of the show. It's begging overtime. He just forgot to add the begging.
Need to keep this fucking show on the air. I just wish the people who joined us recently and enjoy the show every day, I wish they'd throw in a couple of bucks, and some of you do.
He's guilty.
And I really appreciate that.
Does he have a Patreon?
No, I don't think so. He has YouTube members.
Why doesn't he just do a Patreon?
Aaron, Craig, what do you understand?
Don't
you
call me that ever again.
Well, I called you Aaron because you're being a fucking putz. What don't you get? The people have to. I'm sorry. Tell me if Patreon is on this list. Streamlabs, Venmo,
all right,
Rumble Rants.
All right, I take it back.
Super chats, gifted memberships.
I take it back, damn it.
I didn't hear Patreon.
I don't hear Patreon.
It's true.
And yeah, it's just a show that needs a ridiculous amount of money and has to do a ridiculous amount of shows.
Okay, why?
Fuck.
Why do you need a ridiculous amount of money?
These lawyers don't pay themselves, Mike.
Okay, no. That's an unacceptable answer. Saying I have kids, I have a house, I have lawyers' fees, I have an ex-wife, I have grocery bills. That's all entirely unacceptable. What we owe you as an audience, first of all, is nothing. but at most, we owe you for the content you're giving us. So, sure, if I snuck on as a YouTube member somehow, technically I owe you for that if you're putting up bonus content. I'm stealing that if I'm not paying for it, I guess. But outside of that, we don't owe you because you decided to have kids, because you decided to get divorced twice, because you decided to live your life in a way that got you arrested and cost you lawyers' fees, because you decided to give Johnny Crutches and Matt, whoever that is, more money than you can afford. That's not our fault, Aaron. So we don't owe you for that. You made the show wildly expensive. Figure out how to make a living doing it, and then figure out how you can pay your fucking bills.
Hold me now. I'm 6 feet from the edge.
All right, hold on, guys. Craig is doing a bit. I guess we gotta make way for that now.
Also, what is so expensive on the show? He has a whiteboard with a white marker written on it. He pays his guests nothing. What
he does
is
nothing.
expensive on the
he
show?
does nothing that indicates the money is going back into this
There's
show.
no production value. Nothing.
That's the other thing is at most, if there was this goal, you could be like, hey, guys, we're buying this for the show. We're putting on this live event that costs money, whatever. If you're asking this of your audience, show some receipts as to why you need all this money. An unacceptable excuse is I have kids to pay for. That's your fucking problem, not mine.
Absolutely. Also, can we get a picture of the jet ski?
Now,
You're
here's. Oh, you're talking about mine?
Yeah, for the goal money.
Here's the thing you can say. I appreciate you guys keeping this show on the air. Like that's very all of you that subscribe on Patreon, YouTube, Rumble Rants, wherever the fuck you subscribe.
Stop becoming Aaron.
Well, no, but my point is that's all very nice. You don't have to do it. That's the ultimate point. And if you stop doing it, I have to figure something else out. And that's my problem, not yours. Okay?
Thank you. Oh, that's such relief.
Some of you do, and I really appreciate that. But again, yeah, it's just a show that needs a ridiculous amount of money and has to do a ridiculous amount of shows to fucking stay on the air. And it's worked for about 4 years now, which is great. And I'd like to continue going as we continue to dig out of the shit pit. Coyote with $4.99
The
says,
shit pit, I
thank
believe,
you
by
very-
the way, is August, as we all learned.
Are you sure that's not his new girlfriend? The slam piece and shit.
SP?
Fucking home run day.
No, it's Black August, as Casey mentioned earlier.
Yeah, Black
He's-
August.
And he's
Much we
crawling out of.
Didn't say anything with it. $20 away, guys. 5 minutes to go. It's $20. Let's do the fucking thing. Ollie becoming a
No,
member
Aaron,
for
to you, I say it's 20 fucking bucks.
Wow,
You know what I
think
mean? It's like if someone came up to you and was like, "Hey, remember you owe me $1." And you're like, "What? Huh?" And they're like, "You owe me a fucking $1, man." And you're like, "For what?" And they're like, "Remember the thing I gave you $1? You owe me for that." And you're like, "Oh, okay." And he's like, "Come on, just pay up. It's a fucking $1." And you're like, "No. You're the one making it a thing. Don't tell me it's just $1."
But it is.
Watch this weird move with his eyes too, right here. Not
You
you.
didn't say anything
everyone's.
with it. $20 away, guys. 5 minutes to go. It's $20. Let's do the fucking thing. Ollie
What the
becoming a
fuck is
member
wrong
for
with this guy?
16 months says, "Keep your chin up, buddy." I appreciate that
Does
very
not
much.
realize that's a joke.
They're
comment?
making fun of you, Aaron.
Blind Mike, you can't see it, but Aaron Imholte has no chin. Hey, he's chinless.
I appreciate it. Let's continue on. Red Fox
Somebody
Mad with
die? Like, what
$4.99
the
says, "Come
fuck?
on, everyone. Let's go. Everyone send in $5. There you
Julie
go, buddy.
wasn't as emotional talking about his producer getting arrested for child pornography.
Where's the fun Fox stories that we get in overtime? Is it just all more money? I didn't.
Well,
think it
they
was
have
that.
fun, and then Aaron looks at the scoreboard, and he's like, "Oh, we're still down. I gave these bastards extra, and they still haven't paid their debt."
Wake me up when September ends.
It's very good and topical, but I'm going to try to keep moving.
15 away from knocking this out and saying a big thank you before we get out of here. We got 5 minutes left. Chevy fan says, "Imagine 20,000 Citizen M's." I think if this Rumble studio thing if it works as well as people say it does, I think that could be a
Like
nice
it's the
little
invention
solution,
of
or
the
at least
internet.
help.
Like, hey, this new platform that really could be that could save us. Like
That platform
Aaron,
with their bullshit views.
I'm sure they're not paying you $50 an ad. I would guarantee you. It's probably $3 or something. It's probably some horrible deal that they give you. It's not going to save your life. So stop like, what is this? This is all childish talk that we're doing, Aaron. Figure it out and then implement it. Don't tell us about it.
You get 3 Trumpy fish for each one you do.
Trumpy
That's a good-
Trout.
$15
That's a good deal.
away. Come on. Help out. Everybody, $5.
go, guys.
4 minutes left. Nana's Clam says, "Why, though? Why is your show so much more expensive than its peers?"
question.
I'll level with you because I made really fucking good money on radio. I had 3 kids.
Hold on.
I
That
had
has
to-
nothing to do with anything. Nothing to do with anything. You made really good money on radio. So what? You got a new job that pays less. You have 3 kids. That was your decision. I had no say in that.
He brought
You
your
didn't
wife
come
to
to
a
me
drug
and say,
den.
you didn't come to me and say, "Hey, Mike, should I have kids?" And I said, 3 of them at least. And you said, "But I can't really afford it." And I said, "I'll pay for it. I don't care. I just need a good show."
And use the deductive logic here. How did he get paid in radio?
I know.
How-
I
how
thought
would-
nobody made money in radio. I
Well,
sure
no.
didn't.
When he get paid, it's from advertising money. He was in
No,
radio
no,
all
no,
those
I don't think
years.
that's right.
What? It just appeared on a tree one day, and they gave it to him.
Advertising only exists on Rumble, to my knowledge. That is the first place. They're the Jackie Robinson of advertising.
Actually, Mike, it's the only place that's like not monetized.
You call the Rumble the Jackie Robinson of anything is the greatest joke you've ever said.
Developed a life that I can't untie myself from.
You got to do that one on Kill Tony. That's your first joke. Hey, everyone, I'm on Rumble. You know, the Jackie Robinson of broadcasting. Hey-o. Thanks, Tony. You like that one?
That, plus paying Johnny, plus paying Matt, plus paying taxes, plus paying all that stuff. We do it the right way. And it's
taxes
very
are on the
fucking
money you
expensive, and I
make from
apologize.
this, you asshole. If I pay you right now, you have to pay taxes on that.
For that every fucking day. I apologize every day when I prostrate in front of you and ask you for your money.
What?
Prostrate?
I
You
want
used it correctly, you idiots.
I don't think I've ever heard that word.
But still.
Yeah, stick to that, Craig.
It's
Stick
what
to that.
it's what Archie Bunker how Archie Bunker would say prostate. But
Yes.
doing it. And if we do a good enough job and you guys support it, we can keep doing it. And if not, message will be received and we'll figure something else out. But $15 away.
No, that's the part I say. Hey, if you don't want to pay it, that's totally fine. Hey, but you've been begging them for 4.5 hours. You can't then go, but I mean, if you don't want to donate, don't worry about it.
I do feel kind of shitty if I donated after he says that. I'm like, well, what the fuck?
Right?
Throw in a couple of bucks. It doesn't hurt. $1 from Deranged Lunatic says, "Are you sweating gravy, fat boy?" No, this is just shame. I'm really I'm dirty. I'm
Isn't there
gross.
a
I'm
price on that, Aaron? Isn't there?
$300 a day.
Why don't you just broadcast that you make $300 and just don't mention it?
Right? Yeah. Well, no, then he would have to mention it. But he should do he should do the goal every week and just stay on until he makes it. I think that'd be great. Yeah.
All right, you first. Let's do this first. You pick a number and we'll do it.
The e-beggar and days like this. The show is great. The show is awesome.
Well, there's no doubt about that. No one's disputing that. The show's amazing.
Unquestionable.
The show's fantastic.
It's
This
S tier for sure.
This ocean liner cannot sink.
No.
It will not.
Like, I have no qualms about the quality of show we did today. We gave you a superior product, but I hate this part.
So
I
do
don't
we.
like this part.
I would ask
15
you can make jokes about Alex Cooper. Does she ever have a day where she's like, fuck, I can't pay my bills? Say what you want about her show. She never goes on and says, guys, come on. I've got kids. I've got an agent. I've got people to pay. Let's go. Come on. No, if the show was great, you probably wouldn't have to worry about that as much, Aaron.
$15 away. Help us knock it out. We appreciate your generosity. 2.5 minutes left. Fucking, it's
Holy
15,
shit.
for Christ's sake. It's a number on paper at this point, but I'd like to hit it. I always feel used
Hey,
and gross.
fuck you. How dare you?
About to go to double overtime here.
This is like if we were down at halftime in the Super Bowl and the coach was like, I mean, what does it really matter at the end of the day? I guess it's just a trophy, Like your lives don't change. It's just whatever. You're a Super Bowl champ. Who gives a fuck? No. You've been telling us it's of the utmost importance for 4 hours.
No, you're already on TV, guys. See, look, you're up on TV. You did it.
When I do the 30 minutes and we don't knock it out. Marsha, thank you for the $5 on Venmo. I appreciate that. 10, guys. It's fucking 10. This is already a win for MSO, by the way.
Yeah.
There is no way I'm calling this a win. This has been
Play
like
this clip
begging to
already?
the extreme.
This is what pill addicts do. This is legitimately what like drug addicts do, where they're like, "Come on, man, it's 10. You really need $10? Like, come on, bro. It would really help me out." This is what like addicts do, like people on the brink.
So true.
embarrassing, and I apologize. Whatever. This is why whores typically ask for money up front, says Mad Move. That's a good point.
Yeah, but they know what they're selling.
Sounds like
Right,
he's
exactly.
low.
Minute 45, $10 away. Oh, fucking gross. This is going to be all over the place today. Oh, look at how bad they suck. I know.
Aaron, it has
And
nothing
over-
to do. It's what you're doing that we're making fun of. It's not about hitting the goal. Like I'm sure Aaron makes more than a lot of people on YouTube. I'm not going to other shows and being like, look at how fucking little money this show makes. Because we don't know.
Yeah, that was
Aaron's the one telling us every day.
He's definitely got some shit going on that's bad. Because I feel like this is way worse than it's ever been.
Oh, it's been getting worse over the last month where you can tell he's got like legal bills and shit to pay for. It has definitely gotten worse. Where it's more like, come on, guys, come on.
Today's goal is $5,000. We can hit it.
Gregors can smell their own. He's like, oh, I smell desperation and evilness in the air.
Over $10 too. But that's the spot we put ourselves in, unfortunately. $10 away, guys. Minute and a half to do it. Two of you throw in 5. Let's get it done.
Boys in the Hood are so soft. So soft.
Aaron, we know math. He breaks down. He's like, $10, two of you throw in 5. No, we got it. We know what we have to do. By the way, Aaron, we're not all sitting together. I can't turn to someone else in the chat and go, hey, you got $5 because I'm throwing in 5. All right, we're going to do it together.
Halvesies.
I want Crutches to just continue his story about his girlfriend and Aaron just be like, shut the fuck up.
Now is not the time. This is serious.
5 away, and you're bringing that up?
Done. Red Fox mad with $9.99.
You selfish.
All right, throw in
piece of
$3. All right, that's fine. No, that's good. That's a win. It's over.
Everything's
We'll count that 7 as 10
Wait,
and get the
what?
fuck
They
out of
just
here.
won?
There you go.
No.
Thank you, Red Fox
He's
mad.
counting 7 as 10 and getting out of here.
we're doing Canadian math. That's 7 is 10 American. Good, we're good.
Appreciate your contribution. Let's get out of here. I gotta go shame shower myself off from all the begging I had to do. It's
Well, Aaron, maybe take that into consideration and say, what if I did, like, I have to do something humiliating if we hit the goal.
You know
what I mean?
Yeah. You know what's great though is they finally hit the goal, and what does he do? Ends the show.
Well, that's the funny part about it.
To get 30 more minutes.
That was a totally different goal for people. That goal was like, get this guy off my screen, I will pay. And so that was a different goal.
But think about it this way. Like, if you're going to shame yourself every day, like, listen to how he sounds there. And I believe that's, I was going to say I believe it's real, but he wouldn't keep doing it if that feeling was real. I don't think he feels actual shame. But, like, let's say he does, and you feel shame every day when you don't hit the goal. Say, well, hey, I'm already putting up with the shame. What if I felt shame when I hit the goal? So we spin some fucking wheel of consequences, or I come up with something creative to actually make participating in the goal something the audience wants to do instead of just yelling at them every day.
Ugh, great
I don't
show,
know
though.
if he has any feelings at all. So I don't think that counts.
No.
Well, that $300 is like a fresh shower, though. Everything gets washed away. All the dirtiness gets washed away when he reaches that goal.
Like quality entertainment, awesome show. I'm so proud of the show we did today. Johnny did awesome today. He did a great job.
Shut the fuck up.
On his
You guys-
phone. What the?
Even Johnny's like, what?
Yeah, thanks.
best.
Whatever.
The only way Aaron's gonna sleep tonight is when he's like, I'm just gonna bury this guy's kid tomorrow.
Craig, leave your personal stuff at home, please.
Thank you for what you're able to do to support this show. Crowder wears panties with $5, says the toe will survive. Copperhead with 5 says, here you go. Yeah, we knocked it out today. We got there. It took till the last minute, but we got there, and I
Yes, we
Nice.
got there.
We got there. And what a dignified way it was to get there.
Yeah.
Here's
that
the
was,
problem. So I guess the goal used to be a little different. Like he used to do something called the hype train, and he would play music in the background.
That's what Chad Zumach stole.
Yeah, so
he
Zumach
couldn't do
stole
it
that.
anymore. Yeah.
And then I guess they did a thing where they had like I don't know the thing at church, what it's called, the plate they go around with or whatever.
Donation bin.
Yeah, whatever that is. They had like that out. That was like the joke they did. But he's literally never put an ounce of creativity into it. He's never thought like, how can I make the goal interesting or funny or have some way the audience can participate? I just say over and over again, give me money. And to me, I know we talk about it a lot now, And that's because to me, it's the most fascinating thing on the internet that this guy exists.
Well, he could just do like like every day. So the goal, the big goal is $2,000. If you hit it, I'll eat a fucking Carolina Reaper pepper or something.
Sure, you're right. So, anything, yeah. And that's not what I'm into. But like, if you're gonna do that, you got to do something like that if you're gonna have that kind of content.
I might actually donate to that. I see him cry.
That's the Perry Caravello model, right? Like the stunt boy model. Yeah. That's he's
You know
he's
what
not
it
gonna
is?
do that.
Craig will understand this reference. Casey, I know you have no idea what I'm talking about. But it's like the way Kirk talks about Mutt, where Mutt sees himself as like kind of above. He doesn't want to do whatever wacky stuff Portnoy is going to have him do.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? He kind of sees himself as above that. Aaron sees himself as like a radio broadcaster and sees himself as above doing whatever stunts you're talking about. Like you just mentioned, Casey, Perry Caravello. And Aaron would say, oh, well, I'm above that. I'm not as low as Perry Caravello or Stuttery John or any Joey C or any of these people that people that get to do things.
Perry's starting a movie.
But Aaron is that. Aaron is exactly that. And that's the problem is, listen, Aaron, if you want to continue making money and not have to beg to hit the goal, you got to do so. You got to figure out a way. And you might have to actually reduce yourself a little bit, and actually be self-deprecating other than this phony horse shit where you elude to knowing that you're humiliating yourself.
Yeah, he's exactly them. But he's a radio guy that doesn't know about advertising. So
Right.
the fuck is he?
Go to blindmike.net for everything Blind Mike. Look at me. I did it. Kragers did it.